We're back at URY at Roses.
2022. That is incredibly loud and piercing. And
So we're back in the studio and we have to report on some of the sports that happened and no one could cover it as the car broke down.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many sports going on right now.
Got a bit overwhelming, but
It did, yeah.
we're making it work for us here.
You know, these things can be difficult at times, but so there was a number of sports that haven't been covered this afternoon, so we're just going to go through.
We will be adding if it was a York win or York loss. So we went to go see the a cappella. They unfortunately didn't have any microphones spare there.
Yeah, so it would obviously been quite difficult to cover, but some amazing a cappella.
There was some
There was a lot of that.
There was a that was more the Lancaster side, I think.
Yeah, I think there was a definite sort of style difference.
York was much higher with the beep boo doo boo.
That's what a voice you have. Maybe they should sort of sign you up.
York win for that one.
Okay,
It was
that's
a
going to
great,
start to get on my way.
well sported event. And held at the swimming pool.
Yeah, an interesting choice.
Strange
but
move.
I guess acoustics.
Acoustics.
Next
up we had mooting, which is a style of debate.
Yeah, an incredible sport.
A lot of arguments.
Yeah, many.
Which is the point.
Many of them heated as well, which of course gives you extra points.
What's strange, they held it in the sauna.
Well, I think that helps with heat.
Another point for York at mooting. A great win for us all around.
And the next sport we covered, of course, was University Challenge.
University Challenge. They asked some questions and they answered.
A lot of answers were given, some not given as well.
That's usually how a quiz would go.
Yeah, just trying to sort of quickly summarise.
Great technique all around with the way how they pronunciated their answers.
Yeah, some fantastic diction.
Happening on the field of play and some great button pushing. Point for York there as well. Great job all around for the people involved with University Challenge. Up next we had Pokemon.
Yeah.
This was a tight one.
It certainly was, and a spectator sport it was too.
Of course. The Jigglypuff.
Very important, sort of tactically. I think
the way how they won that match. How they used
the Jigglypuff. Yeah.
Jigglypuff.
Incredibly important. It was, yeah. A key turning point, really.
In that fight was when the Jigglypuff
came out and jiggled its puff, as we say.
Point for Lancaster in that one.
It's a shame that Lancaster took the win there. It's also a shame that you keep using that bell.
There's no other way we can count the scores.
I simply think there is.
Up next for our last sport report of the day, we of course have everyone's favourite daytime sport, bowls.
Bowls! God, I almost forgot we went to see bowls, but how could I? Because what a thriller.
What a absolute well of a time at the bowls pitch.
It was... my heart was racing.
I mean, due to... Especially when we had to change pitch because there was a pitch booking at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, these things can happen.
And we slightly had a downhill decline. The ball seemed to go much faster.
Yeah, and that's something that the competitors have to adapt to.
You have to overcome there being a downhill decline, meaning the balls would travel much faster than they usually would.
Yeah.
And that's what happens in the professional field of bowls.
Yeah, often. More often than you might think.
And those balls certainly were close to each other.
Oh yeah. Well, the level of ability of these bowlists is off the charts.
Certainly impressive how they handled those balls. Placed those balls.
Yeah. Rolled those balls. And placed with accuracy.
And precision.
And often a sort of tender touch.
Great technique with those balls.
Anyway,
really,
a fantastic day.
And a point for Lancaster again in that one.
Anyway, a fantastic day overall at Roses 2022.
A great day of sport.